Okay, so for 25, bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, this looks hard. Can I skip this one? Just take it off the test. Alright, so we have 4x squared is equal to negative 10x minus 5. And we're told to solve it using the quadratic equation. Oh man, that looks hard. Okay, so a couple things. Quadratic equation only works if the equation is written in ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And then if that's the case, x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Right? Sounds good. So now what do? We got to make this equal 0. So I'm going to add 10x to move it over to the other side, and then I'm going to add 5. And I'm going to do that on both sides. Oh, I ran out of room. Add 5 equals. And so all this stuff on the right-hand side cancels, and I get 0. And then I get 4x squared plus 10x plus 5. Does that look right? It's a little scribbly scrabbly. So now I'm going to use this formula, the quadratic formula, and plug my a, b, and c in. So my a is 4, my b term is positive 10, and my c term is 5. So I'm going to say x is equal to negative 10 plus or minus the square root of 10 squared minus 4 times 5 all over 2 times 4. Is that right? Am I doing okay? Okay. So now, next line, x equals negative 10 plus or minus the square root of 100 minus 20 times 4, 80, right? Minus 80? All over 8. Am I doing good so far?
Yeah.
Alright, let's keep going. X equals negative 10 plus or minus the square root of 20 all over 8. Alright, well this is where it might get a little tricky. You could probably plug it in your calculator, but we don't want to do that. We want to say, well wait, let's look at the answers. Let's see what the answers say. Oh yeah, what do you notice? 4 in the denominator. That means I have to reduce the fraction. And I also notice I don't see a square root of 20. All this work. Okay, so on the next line what I'm going to do is I'm going to say x is equal to negative 10. Can you guys think of a square, a perfect square? In other words, like a number that's squared. These are perfect squares, right? Do one of these numbers go into 20 evenly? 4 does. How many times?
5.
5 times. So I'm going to rewrite the square root of 20 as the square root of 4 times the square root of 5. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Yeah, I wouldn't write it down if I couldn't. Alright, so now, what is the square root of 4? 2. So I've got x is equal to negative 10 plus or minus 2 times the square root of 5 all over 8. Well, I'm not done. I could say x is equal to negative 10 over 8 plus or minus 2 over 8 times the quantity, the square root of 5. A lot of work on this problem. Then I could reduce that and say negative 5 over 4 plus 1 over 4 plus or minus the square root of 5. Hey, there's still the same denominator. I guess I could write it like negative 5 plus or minus 1 square root of 5 over 4. I gotta make sure I make it look like it is on the thing. Okay, almost done. Now we just need to separate the plus or minus, right? So which one is that? Is it this one, D? If I separate the plus or minus? Is it? Yep. Cool.